Hi, everyone, and welcome to the American School of Hypnosis. And today we're going to be continuing what we did last week with answering questions. So, questions and answers about hypnosis. We actually had about another 5 or 6 questions left over. So, today we're going to go through those. And since we don't have that many, if you have questions, if you're watching live and you have questions that you would like us to answer, go ahead and put them in the comments beside, not below, because we're going live. We're live right now, so beside the video, and we'll go ahead and answer those for you. So in the meantime, we will go ahead and get started with these. But we need to introduce ourselves first. I'm Rene, and this is
I'm Raluca. Good morning, everyone.
good.
Yes.
And if you haven't subscribed already, we would really appreciate you clicking on the link below to subscribe and click on that little bell so you can be notified when we come on live in the future.
Mhm.
So, with that, Ralu, do we have any questions?
Yes, let's go to question number one, which question number one is can I make money with hypnosis?
Yes, let's move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Again, now that's kind
We've
of
been doing it for the past 20 years, so I
yeah,
think so.
that's kind of a loaded question. A lot of
Yeah.
people will ask me that because, of course, why do you want to get into this business? A lot of people say I get into this business because I want to help people, and I want to help people. But my main reason
Hmm.
was because I wanted to make money. All right. So
Yeah,
my answer to that is I don't know who you are or what your work ethic is. But if you're willing
exactly.
to work in this business, you can make a great income. We started out with a 6-figure income right from the very second year
Yeah.
because the first year we got in halfway through it, and we still brought pretty close to it. So
Hmm.
if it was a whole year, we would have. But anyways, you can make a great income. But again, whatever I get into 100%. I'm a go-getter. So if you're a go-getter, you're not afraid of working, you can make a good income. The problem is you're self-employed. You're your own boss. Now, for me, that's not a problem. That's the part I love about it. But a lot of people aren't used to being entrepreneurs. When you're an entrepreneur, you don't have a boss saying, you better get to work. You're the boss. If the boss is great, you can blame yourself. If the boss is a jerk, it's your fault. Okay. So you have to be a self motivator. And one of the things we always say is you're number one, a marketer, and number two, a hypnosis practitioner. Because if you don't put your name out, if you don't put your services out there, let people know what they do or what you do, they're not going to know. It's kind of like opening up a new store downtown. You have the best products in the world, the best prices, everything's better than buttered bread, and you never take the paper down from your window so people can see inside and see that you have a store. If they don't know, they're going to keep on walking by, even though you have the best products in the world. So if you're not afraid to work, if you're not afraid to market, to advertise online, if you like to do videos, if you like to advertise on, there's so many different places, Facebook, Google, whatever. Or if you're doing a local office, putting signs up in the newspaper, networking, going to Chamber of Commerce and after hours and those little breakfast meetings with all the other business people like BNI. There's so many different things to do. There's not a lack of people to speak to. And of course, who's a possible client? Who can you think of right now who can use to improve in something in their life? Anybody? Everybody. And the worse that the economy gets, and the more sick that people get, and the more stress that they get, the more clients you have. Because anything you can do normally, you can do better with hypnosis. So whether it be stress, whether it be anxiety, quit smoking, there's so many different things. Nail biting, bedwetting for kids, financial things, success motivation. There's so many things you can do, and hypnosis is the strongest help they'll have to do with it. So yeah, the answer is yeah.
I get
But
a
if you're
kick out of
lazy,
this because the question comes in quite a bit from a lot of people calling, people emailing us. Well, I want to do it, but I don't know if I can make money with it. Can I make money with it? And I get a kick out of it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like Rene said, I don't know you. I don't know your work ethic and and also your traits. Are you a timid person? Are you outspoken? Because if you're not outspoken and you don't like to talk to people, you're probably not going to make really big in business. You need to be assertive. You need to sell yourself. I also get a kick out of people. They say, I don't want to I did a presentation, but I didn't want to make too much I didn't want to sound like I'm pushing people or like I'm selling too much or things like that. And I'm thinking, why not? But why not? um so or they wanna do a business and they say, just to answer a question that I just see here right now, you have to think about starting a business that you're going to have some capital to do advertisement. When you start in the first year of business, you're going to need to put in some money to advertise. You're going to need to put out money to advertise every year, because that's the way business works. So if you don't have that, then how are you going to start? You have to think about, okay, so I'm going to take this course and I'm going to do this and that, and then I'm going to do become a hypnotherapist, then that's it. No, you think about in a sense of an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur now.
Mhm.
You have to market yourself and your business. And so
And
yeah,
Matthew,
that's yeah.
I just put you up online.
Yes, we
Now
are live.
yeah, he asked another question earlier. He says, "Are you live?" And he says, "Good morning. I need all this, but no money to actually pay first. Yes, self-motivated. I sell insurance for cancer." Well, Matthew, if you sold insurance, you can do this. Like I said, I did great right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And before I got into this, I was an entertainer, but for many years, I was an insurance agent. I worked for several companies. Then I started my own company for a little while. And like I said, I left it all to get into entertainment. Then I did this some 25 years ago. So that's self-motivating. Okay. You need the motivation for that too. And unfortunately, with business, it takes money to make money. He says a lot of people say that I don't have the money to start up. However, if you can get into it, the cost of the tuition, the cost of what it takes to take, for instance, the home study course, you're going to get that paid off in 2 to 3 sessions. So if you think you can get 2 to 3 sessions, you can get that in your first day, never mind your first week. And if you can't, then maybe it's not the business for you, But when you start training and you start telling people I'm training for hypnosis, they come out of the woodwork because it's a curious thing. And hey, can you hypnotize me for smoking? Can you hypnotize me for weight loss, for stress? By the time you graduate, there's usually people lined up for you. Even if you take the live course, okay, the live 6-day course, on the 7th day, you usually have people lined up. I mean, in my live course I took on the 3rd day, I hadn't even gotten to it yet. 4th day, we were talking about smoking, but that night, the 3rd night, I hypnotized somebody to quit smoking. So you can see, it can, you can make money with it. But again, the motivation mindset, okay, you need to keep in mind that I can do it. I can do it. And you need to not be afraid to market. If you're not going to market, you know what I mean? You're not going to get there. All right. Thanks, Matthew. Where are we? What was the
question number 2? Okay, question number 2. And I know that some of you have questions in the chat. They do not pertain. We're going to answer today the questions that are they were previously sent by people. And some have to do with marketing and hypnosis. Okay.
Yeah, we'll answer your questions. Keep them about hypnosis.
Yeah, today. Okay. All right.
Will I remember everything from being in hypnosis? Aha. You will forget. Well, that all depends. Okay. Most of the time, the ideal level, I guess you could say, for hypnosis is what they call the alpha theta bridge.
Yeah.
That's the most suggestible. Now, it's kind of like when you're daydreaming. Okay. When you're daydreaming on the alpha side of the alpha theta bridge, You daydream, you come back and you remember everything. Wow, I was daydreaming for 10 minutes. When you're on the theta, on the deeper side of that daydreaming, you open your eyes and say, I was only daydreaming for a minute, but it was actually 20 minutes. You lost time. And you also go through a state, when you hit theta, you go through amnesia. This is why, like years ago, I used to do comedy hypnosis shows. I'd do an hour and a half comedy show with 20 people. They were dancing the ballet and doing all this stuff. And at the end of the session, they opened their eyes and they said, when are we going to do it? We only had our eyes closed for 5 minutes. That's what it felt like to them because they went so deep so quickly. But they don't remember that they were doing all this fun, or funny stuff on stage. Once they watched the video, oh, wow, we did that. You see what I mean? They went through that amnesia stage. You know what you're doing when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But you don't remember when you come back. It's kind of like having a deep dream. If you dream really deep into theta, when you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you remember your dream for a few seconds, but if you didn't write it down, when you go to tell your spouse, you forgot it. That's the same amnesia state that you can experience in hypnosis. But if you dreamt on the lighter side, on the alpha side, like where you're the light daydreaming, that's when you open your eyes, you had a dream, and you remember it all very, very detailed. Hypnosis is the same way. If you go in light, you remember everything. If you go in deep, you might not remember, but you know what you're doing when you're doing it. So if you're really deep and I said, I want you to give me a wallet, you'd open your eyes and you say, no, I don't want to, because you're in control at all times. Okay.
All right. Question number 3 is, can I hypnotize somebody over the telephone? Can you hypnotize somebody over the telephone?
Give me a call.
Actually,
yes.
yeah, you can. But actually, today, more than the telephone, is more like we're doing it on Zoom and over here on StreamYard, if you can afford StreamYard. But Zoom is free and you can do that. But I certainly have done myself before all this Zoom and all this stuff started. I did a lot of sessions over the telephone. So, yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it over the telephone. You can do it over the computer. You can do it typing. You actually can hypnotize someone typing. So if I started typing, let's say a blog or whatever, as you're reading it, because reading is very hypnotic. Because if you think of it, what is hypnosis? Being open to suggestion. So where do you get a lot of really hypnotic books? Well, children books with the fairy tales and the nursery rhymes and the fables and or the Bible, okay, with all the parables. Parables are designed to get people to do things without telling them directly to do it, Let me tell you the story about John, who beat on his wife and got in trouble one day because this happened. Or the boy who cried wolf. You see what I mean? Those are stories, but they're very hypnotic. So, yep, telephone, reading, television, okay, TV. You're hypnotized from the TV constantly, so be careful what you watch. His suggestions come across the TV and the radio. Yep. Okay, what else we got?
How do I know if I can be hypnotized? Oh, because there's a lot of people that say, I don't think I could be hypnotized.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I know if I can be hypnotized? That's a good one.
Yeah.
I just mentioned a minute ago, if you look at the definition of being open to suggestion, okay, hypnosis is simply being open to suggestion, then that means you're being hypnotized throughout the majority of your day, okay? You've been hypnotized today already. And if you're watching this video and you're agreeing with what I'm saying and you're going, yeah, according to definition, you're in hypnosis right now. Because you're open to suggestion. So how many times are you open to suggestion throughout the day? You're seeing all these signs going down the road to do this, to do that, follow this. If you follow the suggestion, you're in compliance. If you go to the grocery store, to buy 10 items, you write them down on a list, you come back with 35. What was up with that? Why did you buy 15 extra items? Well, that smelled good, or that signage was really good, or, I really had to have that, or that demonstrator did this. and you are open to suggestion. Wow, this is good. That's going to really make my life easier. Oh, look how convenient this is. And you buy all the extra things. So you're constantly being open to suggestion. And through repetition, keep in mind, if you do things over and over and over, through repetition, it becomes a habit, and habits become beliefs. So virtually everything that you do automatically, from reciting the alphabet, brushing your teeth, and everything, was created through this suggestion, through being open-minded, through repetition. So if you couldn't be hypnotized, you wouldn't be able to do half the things that you do. You wouldn't have the habits that you have, okay? So as for formal hypnosis, like we do in sessions, if you can understand the language, you can be hypnotized. So anyone who can understand me can be hypnotized. However, anyone can resist if they want to. Okay, it's not a magic spell. It's a helpmate. It's there to help you. So I can't hypnotize anyone to quit smoking if they don't want to. If they want to, it's the strongest help you'll ever have to do whatever you want to do, because it's a helpmate. That's the thing. We're here to help you, not to force you. Then it would be a magic spell, and we call it magic and not hypnosis, right? So yes, you can be hypnotized. We have people all the time say, I can't be hypnotized. And the reason they say that is because they don't understand what hypnosis is. And I tell them, sure you can be. I can't be. Sure you can be. I can't be. Okay, you're right. Because if you keep on repeating, I can't be, I can't be, I can't be, you're giving yourself suggestions, counter suggestions to what I'm saying. So you're accepting those suggestions. You just hypnotize yourself that you can't be hypnotized. Hypnosis is hypnosis, positive or negative. You give yourself suggestions. I'm healthy. I'm healthy. I'm healthy. There's positive hypnosis. I can't be healthy. I can't be healthy. There's negative. Make sense?
Makes sense.
All right. What else we got here?
Can I be hypnotized with my eyes open?
Yes, you can. I've hypnotized people with their eyes open, with their eyes closed. I've had them in session and had them open their eyes and explain to me what's going on. Sometimes opening your eyes in a session and having you close them later makes you go deeper. There's been times where I was hypnotizing somebody, and as a deepener, I'd ask them to open their eyes. I'd say on the count of 3, I want you to open your eyes. You're going to walk to the chair over to your left and sit down in that chair. And as soon as you sit, your butt hits the chair, your eyes are going to close back, and you'll go twice as deep in hypnosis. So go ahead and open your eyes. They open their eyes and they stretch, and oh, this feels great. They get up, walk over to the chair like they, kind of like trying to make it look like they're not doing it on purpose. It's kind of funny. And then they say, I think I'll sit here. They sit down and boom, they go even twice as deep. I've hypnotized people standing on stage, comedy hypnosis. I hypnotized lots of them with their eyes open. I've healed people with their eyes open. I've even hypnotized someone walking on a treadmill once.
Now, but I think the comedy hypnosis is the prime example.
Yeah.
They don't sit there relaxed and with their eyes closed. They're jumping and running around, and it's a
relaxation is not a prerequisite to hypnosis. You don't need to be relaxed. You can do it with your eyes right open. You see this in the military a lot. Okay, in the military, where you'll get a whole platoon of 60 men, or whoever's in the group, going on a 17-mile speed march with a 50-pound pack, and they're going, and instead of being and dropping out, they're marching all energized and singing and marching in step and doing really well, because the drill sergeant was giving them suggestion through song. They call them Jody calls, or there's they have these different cadence songs they sing when you're marching. I know that because when I was in the military for a big portion of it, for about 4 years, I was actually a drill sergeant. And helping these people to have this added strength while they're walking is a form of hypnosis. And they all had their eyes open, but they just focused on something. They were focusing on the music and not the pain they were experiencing. And they'd go 2 or 3 times further without problems. So yes, you can be hypnotized with your eyes open. It works better with your eyes closed because there's less distraction. Just by closing your eyes, you're blocking out 80% of the activity around you. So
think about a teacher when you were in school and you're daydreaming, right? Because it was boring and you're like this. That's what hypnosis is. It bring you to the alpha theta brainwave state, the daydreaming state. So, but you aren't asleep. Yeah. Okay. Number 6 is, okay. Do you have any payment plans for hypnosis certification? I think we have payments plans for pretty much a bunch of courses,
For quite a
right?
few
But the
things, yeah.
hypnosis, yeah.
Yeah, when you go onto the online store, you see all of our courses. Matter of fact, there should be a link below here for the different courses and stuff. But when you go on, most of the courses, what you see right there are the payment in full plans. So to buy the course or one stop. But if you go to our online store, matter of fact, I think I have a link below there for that too, or like hypnosis certification course payment plan. There's actually a payment plan for a few of the courses. So go to where our courses are, and down below, you'll see a little fine print thing saying monthly plans available. Click on that, and you'll see all the ones that we have for monthly plans. I know with hypnosis, you can get the course for, I believe it's as low as $50 a month.
Yeah.
So $50 a month, you're getting, your lessons start coming in. You can start learning right away. And the beauty about it is, if you're concerned about paying a lump sum right away, you can get it for $50 a month. Most people, after 1 or 2 months, some people right after getting it, they like it so much, they call me back and say, hey, can I just pay it off and get the whole thing? And if you contact us directly, you can do that. We can, stop your payments and just have you pay the remainder of the course and send you the entire thing at once. So that way you can become certified and get out there, start helping people and making a great income. Because like I said, it only takes a few people to do hypnosis with, so a few clients to pay off the thing completely. So within, midweek, your first week, you could be making, a nice profit right away. So that's the beauty of it. But yeah, we do have payment plans. So go to the link below this video. You'll see a link to our payment plans. You'll see a link to our home study course complete, and also our 6-day class, which we have another one coming up. It's a live 6-day class on Zoom. It's coming up next March. In fact, I'll give you a sneak preview. We're going to be announcing this afternoon. It'll be on our What's New page, our Black Friday sales. And one of them on Black Friday is going to be for the live 6-day hypnosis certification class on Zoom. We have never done a sale on that. So this will be the first time we do that. So keep that in mind. That's going to be for next March, because the next classes we have are next March and probably September or October towards the end of the year. So that's what I have for you, folks. I don't see any more hypnosis related questions. And I thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate having you as part of our community. Remember, go out there and have fun. This month is Black Friday sales. Actually, we're going to have one coming at you each Friday, different sales starting this Friday. So you're going to
keep your
want to
eyes on the
see
emails.
the emails will say it, and all on What's New page. And we're going to have surprise flash sales, an hour here, an hour there, every once in a while, with a huge deal. So if you're not watching, you're going to miss it. So with that, you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'll give Ralu the last word.
Thank you so much for being here and for joining us live. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Bye-bye now.